Yes, you! If you like what you see, please hit the like, subscribe, share button, click the bell to all notifications on if you want to know every single time I upload. I play video games, I do funny videos, I am an absolute crazy ranting crazy person. Please share to Twitter, Facebook, Blogger. I still don't know what the crap Blogger is. And enjoy the video. What? Jon Snow is raised gender fluid?
Gender fluid.
Well, you need to get that changed every 3,000 miles. Hello, everyone. I am Becca Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, harpy, alien observer to your world. For all you know, we're talking about Kit Harrington, who played Jon Snow on Game of Thrones, and he's in the Eternals. Like we, who's really excited about the Eternals? I don't know if anybody is actually excited about the Eternals. Well, we have an article that's out there to try and grease the wheels of all of the people who need to see the representation and see themselves on screen because they don't want to look at movie stars anymore. They want to see themselves. Despite the fact that they're sitting there taking 5,000 selfies every single day, they probably have Twitter accounts, they probably have YouTube channels, they probably have Facebook and Instagram. They still want to see themselves in movies, too. Like, I would get tired of myself. I don't know. If you guys are not tired of me, though,
please like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, keep your comments to yourself.
And YouTube will not notify you of my content unless you're very, very interactive, sadly, because YouTube, despite what YouTube and their best efforts, I am not going anywhere. I am not going to be crushed. I am not going to be silenced. I am not going to be shut down. And Kit Harrington, I guess, needs some attention too because he's promoting a movie. So, boom, we'll do that to flick him in because snapping him in seems a little too nice, right? Snapping him in seems a little too, I don't know. We'll just flick him in. Eternal actor Kit Harrington claims his childhood was gender fluid and that emotionally men have a problem. I don't care. I don't care what your childhood was. I don't care what your gender and identity and all these things were. If I want to find you attractive, I will. And you know, he's not an unattractive man. And if I were a man and found him attractive, I would probably say so. I think we're in a day and age where if you find somebody attractive, even if you don't swing that way, you can still say so. So, what's your point? You just want some clicks? You just want some attention? You just want some PR? I mean, do people really still care about all of this Wokemon stuff?
Wokemon.
I think the only people who care are the studios because this is the second article this week that I've had to talk about the gender fluidity or the gender neutral or any of that stuff.
Gender fluid.
From some of these actors. I don't care. I really don't. We don't care. We don't care. But I'll make fun of you in the article, I suppose, if I have to, I guess. Game of Thrones star and upcoming Black Knight actor in the Eternals.
The Black Knight always triumphs!
Not that Black Knight, sadly. In the Eternals, Kit Harrington recently opened up about his childhood and the types of roles he no longer wishes to play in television and film. Well, you know what? I don't know if you have the option. Maybe you just take the jobs that people offer you. Maybe you can do that instead of being an entitled, demandy, crybaby actor. Speaking with The Telegraph, Harrington discussed his childhood and how his mom inspired him to be an actor, as well as claiming she raised him as
Gender fluid.
You know, one of the many, many types of Wokemon that probably didn't even exist when he was a child, when he was raised. Harrington explained, I idolized my mom. I followed her around the house. It was because of her that I wanted to be an actor. She used to take us to the theater at least twice a week. The Eternals actor continued, I asked for a Mighty Max, and she bought me a Polly Pocket. I asked for an Action Man, and I got the doll. I was very gender fluid from the word go, and I went with it. No, it looks like she was just trying to give you girls' toys. Because what? Maybe she was woke. Maybe she was.
Wokemon.
One of those. Maybe she was forcing something on you that you didn't want. Maybe her forcing a Polly Pocket in your hand instead of a Mighty Max is just as bad as a boy getting handed a Mighty Max because he's a boy and not the Polly Pocket that he asked for. Did you ever think of that? Did you ever think that maybe she did a bad thing by not giving you the thing that you wanted? Right? Maybe she did a bad thing. Maybe she was trying to make you turn out a way that she wanted you to instead of a way that you are naturally. This is the same argument I would have had 30 years ago about people, about, like I said, about the boy who wants a doll. Let the boy have a doll. Let the girl have a Hot Wheels, for crying out loud. If a boy wants a Mighty Max, what is wrong with a boy having a Mighty Max? That's designed to be a boy's toy anyway. Sounds to me like your mom's the one who had a problem there, Kit. I can't take credit for this because this came from the chat, but they're saying that, Kit, maybe your mom saw you as a...
Meow, bitch!
You know...
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Well, what she wanted you to be instead of... Harrington would then claim that emotionally men have a problem. I feel that emotionally men have a problem, a blockage. And that blockage has come from the Second World War, passed down from grandfather to son, he stated. Oh, if you have a blockage, try oatmeal. That's really, really good for that. And flaxseed. Actually, I made some oats and banana and raisin and flaxseed. That's all, and honey. There's a lot of honey in that. It's really, really good. I just baked it in the oven. It's with banana, cinnamon, vanilla. It's really... This will clear up any blockage you have. Harrington explained, we do not speak about how I feel because it shows weakness, because it's not masculine. So maybe I should have spoke up and said, hey, I want a Mighty Max instead of a Polly Pocket. I want to be a man. That's what it kind of sounds like. Like he wanted to be a man, but his mom was trying to sway him otherwise. He then went on to detail he no longer wants to play characters that are silent, heroic types. Having portrayed a man who is silent, who is heroic, I feel going forward, this is a role I do not want to play anymore. Harrington then claimed that the world shouldn't see roles like that anymore. It's not a masculine role the world needs to see much more of. Wait a minute! Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't his character totally get bent over, basically, by Khaleesi towards the end of Game of Thrones? So he really wasn't strong and masculine, was he? I always kind of looked at him as a little, I don't know, a little softer than that. They're saying yes in chat. Greg Kirby's saying yes. I'm not saying this, but they're saying this in the chat. It sounds to me like you need to play somebody a little bit more masculine than Jon Snow, in my opinion, because I didn't view Jon Snow to be particularly manly or masculine. I mean, Jon Snow wasn't exactly Jason Momoa here. Jon Snow wasn't exactly the most manly, masculine guy there. He was the strong, silent type for about a minute until, correct me if I'm wrong on this, didn't he have to bend over for Khaleesi then towards the end? It is highly unlikely that Harrington's Dame Whitman in the Eternals movie won't be a silent heroic character. Jon Snow wasn't that masculine though. Whitman is the third iteration of Black Knight and he inherits the title. So basically, let me go back to this here. So he's basically saying he wants to play a less masculine thing than Jon Snow? Really? You want to play... How less masculine can you get than Jon Snow? Samwell was more masculine. Was that his name, Samwell?
Ding!
He was more masculine than Jon Snow. He stepped in and took care of a baby that wasn't his. For crying out loud. Samwell was more masculine than Jon Snow. Am I getting the name right? It's been so long since I've seen it.
Ding!
Brienne of Tarth was more masculine, Esther says. You're absolutely right. Tyrion Lannister was more... Well, Tyrion was fucking baller. Tyrion was a baller, man. Oh, see, now I kind of want to... I don't want to catch up. Do you guys want me to catch up on Game of Thrones? Do you guys want to torture me with that last season of Game of Thrones? Because I can do it for you guys if you want me to. I can do it. And Mecca hasn't seen the last season of Game of Thrones or something. And if you want more backstory on the Black Knight, definitely check out this article, and Bounding Into Comics probably has a video on this too. Cersei was more masculine than Jon Snow. Mecca doesn't need to see the last season of Game of Thrones. Just read a synopsis. Don't do it to yourself. No. You're saying no. You don't even want to torture me with it? Alright, I'm going back to my live chat. Jon Snow wasn't that masculine to begin with. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Come, Patsy! Oh, I see. Running away, eh?